What's up, my ninja? It is your boy, Dan Go. That second peace sign just came right out. I just came back from a workout right now. I am exhausted. I haven't had my post-workout meal. But yeah, today I'm gonna warn you. We might be talking about one of the most boring topics in the fitness and nutrition industry, but yet the most imperative to getting you into the leanest shape that you can be in. And what that is calorie counting. Now I'm going to try to spice things up for you a little bit. I'm going to give you a nice little analogy that I think everyone can take and everyone can understand. And it's something that I tell all of my clients. Okay, and I'll be revealing that just a little bit later. But first, what is a calorie? Okay, a calorie is just a measure of energy. So right now you are burning calories whether you like it or not. I mean, even if you're sitting down, your body is still burning calories at this very moment. When you work out, you burn off more calories. This is part of the reason why we work out, so we can kind of take in a little bit more during the day because we burn so much during that workout. All right. Now, what people don't realize is, they kind of take into account the calories that are going out, so the calories that we're burning, but most of the people don't really take into account the calories that they're actually taking in. Uh, you get this a lot with people that just start tracking their calories, especially for the first time, and then they realize that, when they start tracking a whole day's worth of calories and they actually see what's in front of them, they actually see that they're actually taking in more calories than they're burning out, which is exactly the opposite of what we want to do, especially if your goal is to lose weight. Okay? Why are calories important? Calories are important because when it comes to this weight loss game, it is a little bit of science, like a tiny bit of science, but it's just math. I mean, that's what it is. And don't get me wrong, this is coming from a guy, if you've never been good at math, all right, this is coming from a guy that failed grade 11 math twice. So even though I'm Asian, I am not the greatest mathematician there is out there, and that is a true story. My high school teachers and my best friend can attest for that because he's the reason why I failed. I'm blaming it on him. I'm just joking. But so it really comes down to just simple math. Okay, it's just calories in and calories out, and that's it. So to kind of put it into perspective, say this is going to work especially well if you're really good with money. Okay, if you don't carry any debt on your credit card, this is something that maybe you can kind of identify with. So you have this certain budget during the day. You have this budget to spend. So let's just say that budget is $1,200. Now, if you spend any more than that $1,200, what's going to happen is you're going to probably incur debt. So let's just say we have this $1,200 a day. We buy $1,300 worth of stuff and put it on our credit cards. Okay, so what we are doing is we're actually incurring debt, and then if we keep on doing this every single day, pretty much that debt is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until the point where it can get a little bit out of control. Okay, now how does this help you? Pretty much it's exactly the same thing when it comes to calories. Okay, the amount of calories that you are burning every single day, it doesn't change. Actually, it changes when you work out. So this is the reason why I love for people to work out. Okay, this is because it actually adds extra calories to your day. So it's kind of like getting an extra like $300 to play with every single day if you do a really intense workout. All right. Now, what people are doing right now is, they have this budget to spend for their calories, but then they're going over that budget every single day, and that budget is incurring in the form of pounds. Okay, and I hope this is clear enough for you. If you are carrying debt on your credit card, hey man, I'm not judging you whatsoever because I've done that in the past. I've been there before, so I know how it is to kind of like feel that hopeless feeling that this budget or this debt will not go down, and I know the feeling that comes along with actually clearing the entire budget just by working hard and keeping focused. All right. So are all calories created equally? And I will say yes and no. And that's a lot of people will call that like a wussy answer, but here's what I mean. Okay, so calories are created equally. I mean, 1 calorie equals 1 calorie. 1 calorie of a chocolate bar equals 1 calorie of a broccoli stick. I mean, That's just what it is. That 1 equals 1. I mean, it's that simple. But it's also we're gonna take this kind of budget a little further. When you're spending that budget every single day, what are you spending it on? Are you spending it on trifling things, like things that will kind of serve you in the short term, but really hinder you in the long term, or become fleeting? Or like, are you spending it on like handbags and like stuff that really doesn't matter? Or are you spending it on stuff that actually matters, stuff that serves you? Maybe it's experiences, maybe things that make you happy, maybe things that push you forward. Things that I can think of by spending on the budget would be education. I mean, I definitely did not get all of my theories just by my own experimentation. Of course, I experiment on my clients, but I put a ton of money into my education. That's one way, and that's a great investment right there. What are you putting your what are you eating? What are you putting your kind of budget towards your calories, into? What are you putting into your body? Is it serving you in the long term, or is it a short-term gain that's just going to affect you in the long term in a negative way? So what I can say is that 1,200 calories of like junk food, processed food, whatever you name it, you're taking in those 1,200 calories only for that day, right? So obviously, if you're taking 1,200 calories of that as opposed to 1,200 calories of chicken breast, broccoli, it's just like really good fibrous foods that actually serve your body. Uh, you know, how is your body going to look after that? What type of investment are you making? Okay? Every single thing that you put into your mouth, what type of investment are you making? It's okay to splurge and reward yourself a little bit, but every single day, on the days that you don't splurge, say like cheat days, right? What are you putting into your mouth? How are you serving your body? And again, the short term effect of putting junk food and processed food into your body, okay, the short term effect of that is lack of energy, increased hunger, like increased hunger. You have like no satiety whatsoever. Your skin looks horrible. Your what is it called? Your body's gonna look horrible. I mean, you're not putting any like real good amounts of nutrients and proteins into your body. I mean, you have to think about it this way. It's like, again, what is your budget? How are you spending it every day? And what are you spending your budget on? Are you spending it on just like fleeting things or things that are going to serve you? Things to think about right now. So, to kind of bring this all to a head, I want to make this as simplified as possible for you. This is something that I give to my clients, but again, you have to work it out on your own. I mean, if I just give it to you and just tell you what to do, and it kind of like goes in one ear and doesn't get acted upon, then it's just, I mean, it's useless knowledge. Okay, knowledge when it's put into action, it actually becomes true knowledge. Okay, so here's what I get my clients to do. You can take whatever you want from this and apply it to your own life. Okay. So the first thing is you have to find out where you're weighing, and you have to find out where that weight measurement is according to the BMI scale. Now, I don't necessarily believe too much. I don't put too much stock in the fact of a BMI, but it does. I mean, like if you have to lose 20, if you're 20 pounds overweight, if you're like say like after before college you were like 130, and after college you're 160. I mean, something kind of went wrong between that time period. So it's kind of like, we use the BMI scale to kind of like measure ourselves, but we don't necessarily take it too seriously. Okay, so again, take your weight. How does it relate to the BMI scale? Is it a good weight? Is it a bad weight? Is it over? Is it under? Take that weight first because you got to know where you stand. Okay, now if your goal is to lose weight, the easiest way I know how to count calories and track them is by getting a robot to do it or getting like an application to do it. And my favorite one is MyFitnessPal. I've been talking about this the whole time. And if you're on MyFitnessPal, add me as a friend. Fat Loss Ninja, no spaces. And yeah, you have to start tracking your calories because you have to start knowing exactly how much you're putting into your body as opposed to how much you're burning. How much are you spending as opposed to how much you actually have for yourself as a budget. All right, so you're gonna have to use MyFitnessPal. Put down each and every one of the foods that you're eating. Try to also take into account whatever oils are in there as well, and just track it. See exactly what you come up with every single day. And the last thing is something that I truly believe in, and it's modify accordingly, which is something I'm going to be talking about in the next video. So modify accordingly means that take the plan that you're given, okay, and realize that you have to make the plan work for you. This doesn't mean bastardizing the plan or changing it and like totally reworking it, but you got to work with it to see exactly where your strong points are and where your weak points are. And that's something we're going to touch upon in the next video. I'm going to be touching upon something that I do with my clients, and it's a thing that I call freedom dieting. But I believe everybody has this particular circadian rhythm to the way that they eat, and it's individual to everybody. Okay, so we're going to be talking about in the next video. In the meantime, take what I say and kind of like act upon it. Take whatever you can and try to apply it to your life immediately, because action always creates momentum, and once you have momentum, then you can kind of like ride that wave towards whatever goals that you want. And again, I'm always here for you, so if you have any questions, leave a question down in the comments below. I really hope that whatever I said today has made things a little easier for you. And if you have any questions, again, I'm always here. I answer every single comment down below, except for the ones that make fun of my videos and stuff. But yeah, leave a comment if you have a question. And this is your man Dan. Thanks for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next video about freedom dieting. All right, peace. Hey there, before you go, one little update that I wanted to tell you is that the whole concept of the fat debt theory, I kind of made a spin along it and evolved it a little bit, but the original theory actually came from someone I truly admire and someone who I feel is one of the, if not the pioneer of the intermittent fasting movement, and his name is Brad Pilon. So I'm going to leave a link right up here, and you can click on this link and you can go to his blog. And you gotta check out his blog. I think he's one of the most humorous and one of the most well-spoken fitness experts out there. So again, big thanks to Brad Pilon, and I hope the video really helped you out a lot and simplified a lot of things for you. All right, coming at you with the next video about my concept of what I call the freedom diet. So stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you soon. You have a great day, and make sure you keep on smiling. All right, take care.